So after connecting the points now, when I open it, this is what we have. Okay, a frontal for our kids braided wigs with a customized hairline. With this you can easily vent it and then use it for your kids, your baby girl's wig. Okay, hello guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, guys, I want to show you how you can easily customize your children frontal, guys, for your children wigs. Okay, for your baby girl wig. So these are the materials we need. We need a Swiss lace, pencil, a ruler, a tape. Okay, so it's important to note this, guys, when cutting your lace, your Swiss lace, don't make this mistake of cutting it anyhow. Okay, you have to make sure you are getting a vertical line before you go ahead and cut. If you cut it when you're not getting a straight line, you will damage the lace. In fact, you can't vet with it. Okay, so looking at this now, there's no vertical line, so I should cut it this way. I'm going to damage this lace because there's no vertical line there. But if I switch over to the other side, like if I turn it now, you can see there's a vertical line. So this is actually the way I should go. So if I'm cutting, I should make sure I'm getting a straight line, a vertical line before I cut. So let's just go straight to the video. So we are making a frontal, we are customizing a frontal for our baby girls. Okay, baby girl frontal. So we are going to measure out 10 inches, guys. Normally baby girls, I experimented this, guys. I have to get like 2 baby girls and I measured out their forehead and it was 10 inches. Okay, so basically it means most of the baby girls should be having a 10 inches. Why adults, some have 11, some have 12, some 13. Mine is 12. Okay, so we are using 10 inches for the length. Then for the width, we are going to do a 10 by 6 frontal. But this part of lace I'm using, okay, I don't want to cut another one. So this part I'm using is not up to 6 inches, it's just 5.5. okay, so I'm just going to use it that way. But when making yours, depending on what you want, if you're making 10 by, you can make 10 by 6, can make 10 by 5, 10 by 4, depending on what you want. So after cutting it out from the lace itself, this is what we have. Okay, we have, this is 10 by 5.5. So the next thing we're going to do now is to fold this into 2. This is the simplest way you can customize frontals, guys, either for your kids or for adults. Whether you're making 13 by 6, 13 by 4, 10 by 4, 10 by 6, or 10 by 5, anything. So when we fold it into 2, I'm just trying to make a curve. When you fold it into 2 equal parts, then you make a curve, like you make a curve. Use your pencil. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Do not do this the wrong part. Okay, if you watch the part I did it, you can still do the other side, but what I mean, you should not cut the upside. If you cut the upside, you are going to damage your work. So just do it the part I did. So just make a curve. Remember we are making a frontal. Frontals have this curvy kind of shape. So this is exactly what we are trying to get. Okay, so when I did this, then what I have to do now is to use my scissors to cut out the place I marked. Just the way I mark it, I'll just use my scissors to trim it out, following the that curvy part. Okay, remember what we are doing, we are customizing a frontal for our children braided wigs. I'm going to show you guys a sample of a wig that I'm trying to use this to do at the end of this video, guys. Children don't have the same forehead with adults, so that's why I'm using 10 inches. Like I said, I measured the forehead of 2 baby girls and it was 10 inches. So when we are done with this is exactly our frontal, guys. Is this now looking like a frontal? So this is the way you can customize your frontal yourself. Okay, either for adults or for kids. So guys, when we are done now, the next thing we are going to do is to customize a perfect hairline. Okay, depending on where you want your hairline to go. If I should go with 2 inches, guys, I'm left with just small parts for me to vent, so while the other part is going to be trash out. Okay, so I won't go with 2 inches, but anywhere you want your hairline to start, then start from there. But for me, I will go with just 1 inches. Okay, because I want to have enough space where I will vent for this frontal. So I will go with 1 inches, guys. So depending on where you want your hairline to be, if you don't need more space, you can go with 1.5, you can go with 2 inches, but for me, I just measure that 1 inches. Okay, at the center. Then from that 1 inches, I will fold this into 2. Okay, I'll fold it into 2 equal parts, and from that 1 inches, I will measure out 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches, then another 2 inches. The remaining one is not up to 2 inches, so I'll just leave it like that. 2 inches, then another 2 inches, like that. Remember what we are doing? We are customizing a perfect hairline. We created this frontal from scratch, remember? So I'll just indicate the same place at the other side. And when I'm done, I will now turn it over. So to customize this perfect hairline, this is what I'm going to do. So from the first point, which is the 1 inches we measured at the center, I will connect moving down, guys. So just watch closely what I'm doing. If you follow through what I'm doing, you will get a perfect hairline and a perfect frontal. Okay, whether for your kids or for adults. So when I get to the first point, then from the second point now, okay, to the third point, the second 2 inches we measured, I will move up. The table was actually disturbing me, so I was just trying to get a perfect place. So when I get to the second 2 inches, then I move up. I hope you guys understand. So turning it over, I will just repeat the same thing because it's going to be visible, so you can easily see it. So I will just mark out the same thing I did for the other side. Okay, from the 1 inches I move down, connecting to moving down. Okay, then from the first 2 inches I move up to the second inches, then the remaining one is not up to 2 inches, I then move up. Okay, I'm just trying to show you guys exactly what I did. I noticed the first one I did wasn't that visible. Okay, so I moved down, then when I get to the second inches I moved up. Sorry, I don't know, this pencil is not that visible, but I'm just trying to show you guys exactly what I did. Then when I turn it over, so I just repeated the same thing. Okay, it's going to be visible just for you to now trace it out. Okay, so this is it. So when I open it, this is what we got, guys. You see that? A perfect hairline with a frontal. Okay, customized right from scratch. With this now, you can easily just vent it and then use it to do any kind of wig for your kids, guys. If you know you found any value from this video, please consider subscribing, give this a thumbs up. If you have a question, let me know. So this is a sample of a wig you can do with this, guys. You can do this or this. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.